twist it up.
It's your girl Q, and I am here in my lab. Yes, that is what I call my kitchen. I was doing some food prepping and some cooking this week, and I was like, it is long overdue. Let me just get back out there and do another video. I am sporting my healthy self apron. Yay. Thank you to the young lady who did it. Today, what I'm going to be doing, I'm just going to do another twist on the egg frittata that is in the Healthy Twist recipe book. Make sure you get your copy of that recipe book. Just easy peasy recipes. If you're busy, you can just put the few ingredients together. I have a meal in there. I think I have a couple of meals in there. I have some breakfast items in there, some smoothie recipes in there as well. So get that, and I'll also put that information at the end of the video. So what I'm going to do today is just one of those spins on the egg frittata, just to make it more vegetable-y. I make up words, so I'm gonna put more vegetables in it, and we're going to see how that turns out. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to turn my camera around and show you the ingredients that I am using today. Okay, first we're going to talk about the eggs. As you see, I'm using brown eggs. I'm using 8 eggs, and I'm just using 8 eggs simply because I have more ingredients going into it, more like chunkier ingredients, so I want to make sure I have enough egg. But I also want to taste the vegetables as well. So you can use any kind of egg you would like, but being that my doctor recommended that I try to use like the cage-free eggs, because of course, whatever the chicken eats is going to be in the egg. So I try to kind of go towards the healthier side, but it's up to you. I'm not judging. Use whatever egg you would like, and I'm going to use 8 eggs today. And then I'm using about 2 handfuls of spinach. I de-stem the spinach because they had like real long stems on it, but it's your preference on what you want to do. And so what I did, I just de-stemmed it, and then I took it and tore it apart so it won't be big, the big chunky leaves in it. And then I'm going to use about a cup of baby Bella mushrooms. Here again, you can use whatever mushroom that you would like. And I'm going to use a cup of these. And then I am going to use a half a cup of yellow onion. And I like the yellow onion with the vegetable just simply because it's a sweeter onion, and to me is more flavorful. So I like to use the yellow onion, and this is about a half a cup. And then I am going to use squash, just a regular. I don't have a preference, organic, regular. Just make sure I wash it. Just make sure you wash it because I use the skin as well. And so this is just one squash, and the squash is just a normal size squash. And what I did, I cut it in about maybe like 1/4 of an inch thickness, and then I did quarters. So these are quarters of the squash. And then I'm also using a zucchini squash, and which is a little bit smaller than the yellow squash. And I just did maybe a little bit smaller than the yellow squash. So about 1/4 of an inch or smaller, however you can get it. Don't cut it too small because you still want that. You still want the chunk. So what I did with these, I just cut these. I just cut this squash, and then I half this one because it's a little bit smaller in circumference than the yellow squash. And I am going to use a cup of extra sharp garlic cheddar cheese. And here again, you can use whatever. This is your recipe. You can use whatever you would like, whatever kind of cheese you would like. So I always say to cheese or not to cheese, whichever one. If you don't want to use cheese, you don't have to. You can use a substitute. The vegan cheese, or you don't have to use any cheese, or you can use mozzarella, Parmesan. I've used all types in this particular frittata, so either one will work. And I like the kosher salt because the grain is a little bit bigger, so I can really taste. I love salt. It's not good for you, but I just like it because I don't have to use a lot of it because the grain is so big. And then of course we have black pepper. All right, let's put it together. Okay, so here we go. I already put my eggs, I already cracked my eggs. So what we're gonna do is just whisk the eggs. And I'm going to add my seasonings first in the eggs. So there, like I said, there's no particular amount. Of course, pepper, you don't want a lot of pepper in your stuff. So like I said, you can use seasoning or you can not use seasoning. Now, if I was making this for myself, I wouldn't probably use seasoning because I like bland food. But when you're cooking for people, you might want to season it. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to add my garlic, tablespoon, and just whisk it on around. Remove my garlic. Okay. And then my onion. And I just like to whisk as I put the ingredients in just to kind of see if I have enough egg. Just want to make sure I have enough egg. Okay. And then we're going to add and I've been doing this for a while, so I can just kind of eyeball and kind of tell what I got. Now these, as far as the cups go, there was a half a cup of mushroom. I love mushroom, but my family doesn't particularly love mushroom, so I'm not gonna overdo it. So we're gonna put in the squash. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Oh, this is gonna be good and vegetable-y. Vegetable-y. I love it. And the zucchini squash. This is real. Oh, this is gonna be so good. And if you see that it's a little bit too much, you can add egg or just take away from the vegetables, whichever one you choose to do. It is fine with me. That's why I do not put any calories or anything on my recipes, because of course some people will substitute, so you're not always using the same ingredients that I use. And then we're gonna put the spinach in, and then I'm probably gonna do a once over with my salt and with my pepper, just because I have so much stuff in here. It looks so pretty. I'm going to take a picture of it and put it in, in the video as well. Okay, and then we're going to salt. I'm not going to do any more pepper, because I don't want a lot of pepper. Or what I can do, I can just turn the bowl and let you see. And the cheese. And we're just gonna fold this in. Oh, it looks so pretty. All the colors. And I'm going to actually turn this bowl so that you can see. And as you'll see, my egg disappeared, but I'm not gonna add any more because I do, you know, I just really added the egg because the egg is gonna be my protein, and then I have the carbs, of course, with the cheese, with the vegetables. Vegetables do have carbs. So you have all of this, and you can eat this for lunch, you can eat it for breakfast, you can eat it for snack, you can eat it for dinner. We're probably gonna most likely rotate between the 3 meals on this. Okay, and I'm gonna turn this around, and that is what it looks like. Oh, it's sliding. But I'll also take a picture as well. So we're going to put in the oven. What I did, I already have my oven on 350. We're gonna bake it, just depending on your oven. I normally bake it for 20 to 25 minutes. And you can kind of tell if the egg is cooking and if it's brown or if it's cooking too fast or too slow. So 350, preheat your oven. We're gonna put this in the glass pan. So I got my glass pan, put it in the oven. Standard size glass pan. And I am, sorry about that, going to just use, I'm just using some Great Value. And I'm gonna spray my pan. I'm gonna spray it liberally just to make sure that it does not stick. And we're just going to turn it, put this in, just drop it in. Oh, this looks so good. I can't wait to see how it turns out. So you have your fat, you have your protein, and then you have your carbs. So this is all the macronutrients in one meal. Told you, easy peasy. So we are going to put this in, like I said, 350 for 20 to 25 minutes, depending on your oven. And it is finished. Not Jesus Christ, it is finished, but the frittata is finished. It's still hot, and it took a little bit longer, just simply because of the amount of vegetables and egg I had. Check that out. Oh God, that is so nice. Okay, so thank you for hanging with me today as I did my frittata, just more vegetables. That's all I did that was different than the one in the recipe book. You can purchase the recipe book. I don't have them online just yet on my website, but feel free to contact me. The recipe book is $10, and you can contact me FIT, F-I-T, 4 kingdom 73@gmail.com. And I'm going to do some edits, and I will upload this video soon. Thank you.